I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started. Good morning, everybody, and hello, beautiful souls. This is Nuala Taylor with Transform Your Life, You Under Reconstruction. And today I wanted to talk about the 5 things that you can do to really get the high vibes going for 2020 for maximum manifestation and really to be able to reach the goals. And everything that we do always starts with foundations, right? Taking steps. So I have thought about how I was going to do it in my life, and I will integrate it too with this stuff. So that I am not just telling you to do this, I am doing this also myself. So the very first thing that needs to be done is to declutter. To remove old energies out of your life, out of your home that no longer serve you. Um, I know some people have heard that before, and maybe you don't understand what that means when it's getting rid of energies or things that no longer serve you. Um, Old energies, old thoughts, old beliefs, old patterns, old behaviors, these are all energy. But also clothes, uh, books, um, shoes, unused items, things that you use, containers that are just sitting around the house that you always intended to use but never did use, gifts that people may have gotten you, um, uh, things around the home that really don't serve you anymore. And trying to narrow down everything and get rid of everything that no longer serves you, it takes time. We're talking about the whole idea of spring cleaning, right? And not just getting rid of the dirt. Um, but really, if there are clothes that you haven't touched in 6 months, if there are clothes that you haven't touched in years, right? They no longer serve you. Even if it's something like, oh, I aspire to fit into this outfit, then just make it like one outfit. Don't make it like 10 pairs of pants and 7 shirts and like 7 dresses. If there is something that eventually you have a goal to be able to fit into, just have that one thing and get rid of everything else because you can't use it right now, but someone else can. So there are a lot of us, including myself, that depending on how we were raised and the culture that we come from, where we see getting rid of things as waste. If you do think that way, then donate it, right? Giving something that no longer serves you but could be detrimental in someone else's life, that could really bring them some kind of value, something positive, right? That's a powerful message to the universe too. Take what you can't use or that you won't use and give it to someone else that will. There are many charities locally that really need those clothes, those coats, those blankets, those shoes, those toys, and give it, knowing that you're breaking an attachment. So it's not just about keeping your house clean. And trust me, I get it. That's like so hard to do sometimes, to keep a house clean and uncluttered. Because I am a collector of stuff too. And I have to realize that there is collecting stuff because it's attached to a specific kind of memory. Really think about, is that a memory and or a person and or a situation that you want to bring into this new year, right? Is that something that you actually need to have? Decluttering is very important for creating something new. You have to get all of the old stuff out of the way. You have to get rid of all the old energies, empty that cup that you have so that universe can put more things in your cup so that you're ready to gain things that you actually desire, things that are actually going to serve you, things that are going to fuel your purpose and speed you on the direction to the things that you want to accomplish this year. So that's like the number one thing to do. So first thing is declutter. Second thing is to sage the house. So you want to clear your energies. And it's simple as long as you're just talking about clearing energies. You just will take sage and you light it and you walk it around every single surface and area of the house, every room, right? And then while you're doing it, make sure that you're also saging yourself, clearing yourself of negative energies. Um, I will do a serious cleansing of not only my house but the property twice a year. But I also do it like once a month inside a home. And anytime I get into an argument or I'm not feeling well or something happens where there's just some kind of miscommunication, maybe someone came into my house that was going through a lot and they brought those negative energies into the house, even if you have to clear it more than once a month, anytime you have a conflict or an argument, and this doesn't just mean you and your relationship, when you have an argument with your children, when you yell at your kids or you're trying to discipline your children, anything, those actually create negative energies, and those negative energies they stay there, and accumulated over time, they start to generate more feelings of negativity, right? More negative thoughts. So just clear that stuff away. Burn some sage, sage yourself. Anytime something, some kind of negative energy is created in your living space, your workspace, the place where that you live, that you call home, cleanse it and clear it away, right? Clean those energies. The third thing is something that I've talked about before on lots of groups, and I have tried to kind of give people an idea of it on Facebook as well, is Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian forgiveness chant. Um, they do have it in the Hawaiian language, but the concept of it is four very simple phrases, but they are very powerful phrases. And you will experience this when you do it. And if I talk to anybody about if they did Ho'oponopono, I can tell if they've actually tried Ho'oponopono because of the reaction I see in their face. This is how powerful it is. So it's four very simple phrases. Because when you come into the new year, you don't want to bring anything emotional that no longer serves you, whether it's a view that you have of other people or the view that you have of yourself. And forgiveness is really the key to it. So the four phrases are: thank you. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got it reversed. I'm thinking the last one. So it's: I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, that's making me want to cry already. Okay, so I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Right? And it's a chant. You find yourself in a comfortable place, right? And you close your eyes and you have the image of this other person that you know needs forgiveness. In order for you to move on, you know that you have to do this for this other person, and you have to do it for yourself. And also, if you're having any kind of difficulties with someone else, right, this is a very powerful thing to do, is to chant, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Because even when people are in your life, and even yourself, when you're experiencing horrible things or you've done things that make you feel like you're not happy with yourself, right? Guilt, things like that. None of that serves you anymore. Right? You can't move on when you hold these negative feelings and thoughts about yourself and other people. And really, everyone that's down here is being an agent of light and love. And we just, we develop certain things as we come into life depending on what we're exposed to. When you start to understand that, you start to understand that there is a lot of forgiveness that has to happen because we're walking through life being very judgmental. when you can look at things without being judgmental of yourself and others, it will give you such a feeling of peace. And while you're saying this chant, allow yourself to feel. It's it's tremendously powerful. Yeah, it could feel anger at first, and then increasing sadness, and then no, keep going and push through it until you get to a point of peace, and you'll know it. You'll know it when you get there, and it will just feel so refreshing. So there's that. And also part of my personal practice, not just Ho'oponopono culturally for me, because I am Hawaiian, but I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is the Sanskrit and chant that embodies the universal law of cause and effect. And I do this to connect to who I am inside, my inner being, my Buddha nature, in order to develop, strengthen myself, and change myself and how I see things. Just like Ho'oponopono, right? Forgiving myself, forgiving others. And as you change yourself, everything outside of you, your environment, will change. So that's just my personal practice. Ho'oponopono, and then, of course, chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And the fourth step is to recharge. Crystals, if you have them, place them outside. Let them be in nature. Let them absorb. Be very careful on some of these crystals. If you don't know how to care for crystals, there actually are crystals that you cannot put into the sunlight or they will dim. You can also place your crystals in running water, like a stream. Some kind of running naturally charged area. Under full moons, you could charge them. When we had that beautiful full moon, last full moon of the year, I did a lot of recharging of all of my stuff. And you can also charge water. But you also not want to charge just your tools. You want to charge yourself and your energies. And that really is dependent on the kind of person you are. But there is the number one never fails for anybody recharge is to get outside. Go be in nature. Visit a lake. Go to a river. Walk through a field. Meditate under a tree. Just be outside, right? Because those natural energies, earth energies, they transform negative energy into universal life energy, right? So it is perfect to be able to recharge yourself and release, recharge and release. So that is something that I think everybody should do. And I love nature anyway. If you live in a city, go outside on a balcony where you're all by yourself, maybe a little bit up, right? And just allow yourself to feel the wind on your skin and the sun on your face, right? Even if it's cold, feel that cold. And allow yourself to draw in the energies of nature. Wind is a elemental, nature elemental too. So no matter where you are, there is a nature. Just go outside. And the last thing is setting your vision and your goals. So you're like, okay, I already have my resolution. This is not what I'm talking about. We already in the other 3 videos talked about the 3 most made resolutions that people do every year and how to be successful with those. But this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about vision goals, right? We're talking about what you actually want out of this year, what you absolutely need to have, something that you desire so much that you're willing to take serious action to make this stuff happen. Those are goals, not resolutions. And if you want to accomplish those visions and those goals, really, you have to put it everywhere. Do vision boards. Put Post-its up. If you want to be an actress or a singer, put up Emmys or, those little statues, Grammy Awards, Emmy Awards. Put them up where you can see it. It has to be where you can see it and visualize yourself being in it, having it, and developing those emotions of how you feel being that and having that already, super important to constantly remind yourself of what your goals are, right? Just get it out there. And that's why the decluttering and the getting rid of old energies and saging your house and recharging yourself and doing forgiveness and ho'oponopono and chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, whatever it is you do to work on your forgiveness and your center and people around you, right? Because eventually you're going to get to the part where this is how you make your 2020. So setting your goals and your visions, right? And making it upon a platform that's clear and that you have clarity about after you've done all these things to cleanse and recharge yourself, your home, your things in your home, then you can go ahead and do that. Because this is going to be a super amazing year. This is a year for advancement. And it's a year for advancement on many, many levels. And if you take advantage of this charged up energy right now at the beginning of the year, where this is a renewal, right? This is a renewal time, which is always super, super high energy levels. So jump on those 5 things, you know, and if you really had resolutions that you were narrowed down, you can go look back at those videos, but make sure you do these 5 things to make sure that you're super successful. If anything I share with you in my videos is of value, right, then please leave a comment. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Support me as I do my best to do these videos to support you, to bring you a better quality of life and the tools and the skills and the guidance to be able to do that so that you can be the best version of yourself. And it's constant because you are always under reconstruction. And I have much love and appreciation for everyone who watches my videos and supports me. And it really means a lot to me to hear how what I share with you promotes for you in your life. So please leave a comment. Let me know what you're doing. Like, what did you decide to get rid of when you're decluttering? You know, what things did you need to energize or recharge? How did you do that? And if you did go out in nature to recharge, you know, what did you do? How did you do it? Did you go camping? Did you go swimming? I know it's cold, but some people love that polar bear stuff. I'm not the cold person. I'm from Hawaii. Hello. Not really into cold. I can handle it, but you know, I'm not going to actively look for it. So go ahead and leave those comments below. I love to read them and we'll respond to them. And, you know, always, as always, be in love and light. Namaste.